Prepare to fight.
Yeah, I would say start on the Murakov.
Begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Ooh, gets the Mega Health spawn. And this is out the first damage. Not much in return from enesy. And yeah, enesy got the heavy spawn, but he is not working with any armor. Gets the light though.
Bye-bye.
And is on the mission.
Yeah, enesy just used the speed of Anarchy to get as quickly as towards Lightning Gun as he can. But he sacrificed a little bit too much. And now losing out on the Mega will mean he has no terms of stack advantage over Supreme GTI, who gets another light too. And this one will take a while until it spawns, like at least 10 more seconds. And no LG ammo means that he's lacking the arsenal to fight this fight as well.
Oh, the health bubbles are gone.
Fortunately, the light armor was coming, but Heavy's gonna spawn now, and it seems like with that amount of HP, Supreme is not taking an all-in approach yet. Oh, and enesy could have been a little bit more aware of that and could have punished it harder, but in the end he does. Nice rockets coming up from the Dane, and now he smells blood. He knows he did more damage than Supreme had armor, so just hunts him down. It gets the second frag, and yeah, that was a kind of clean frag. Let's see how he uses that from there. He has 2 LG cells and rockets himself.
Oh, but the super shoddy. Oh, there was still some return damage from Supreme GTI, but the Mega Health's there. Ooh, but the light is being blocked off by Supreme. And enesy is worse for wear actually, but what? He
Not really.
got a nice angle.
Yeah, enesy just got a beautiful string of lightning gun there. That was perfectly aimed, actually.
Perfect.
And here we go.
Those lightning gun boys.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, and he even got the Mega too. Now, enesy somewhat has control, but he needs to be careful. He runs into a direct rocket, 100 to the face. When you have 100 HP, that's not a good idea. And enesy goes in forward, direct off the spawn with the rocket launcher. Supreme was weak, but it's kind of tough because you are forced to hit like 2 good rockets, or else you're going to die there. I like the heavy denial, but that leads to a tight game as well, as Supreme finishes him off with dual wield HMG.
Oh no, and enesy also get pushed off the Mega Health. Like, and also the 25 health is a pretty big deal on a map like Corrupted Key. It's spiraling out of control. enesy needs to slow down and collect some armor before the next fight.
Yeah, and maybe a bit wider spread arsenal, so you actually can like fight all fights with confidence. It's okay that you want to do damage and then off the respawn get your opponent weak, but if you're always fighting at a weapon disadvantage too, I don't see that happening. Talking about weapon disadvantage in an LG against LG fight, you are certainly at weapon disadvantage versus enesy. And he showed that loud and clear there. Beautiful tracking there from the Dane. And the Chilean player actually has nothing to do with that. Nice pickup, clean, and a necessary pickup for Light Champion on this map if you want to get cooked. And beautiful LG, the light arm picked up, but not for long. It was just a bait. enesy frags Supreme nonetheless. Gets it back to a tight scoreline, and Supreme, he finds the window to pick himself up a lightning gun for free. enesy is making sure that he has a position he enjoys playing heavy around, and yeah, it's spawning now. He picks that up for free, and now we have critical mass on an Anarchy. What? Critical mass is removed by 2 incinerators rather quick, and beautiful tracking from Supreme GTI there on the second engagement as well. And now the light armor that he just picked up last rotation before dying is actually a saving grace for him to establish his control. Beautiful rockets though. enesy wants to make sure that if Supreme gets this heavy, it's at a huge cost. But Supreme is not even going there, Rob.
No. Yeah, well, if you push out on the heavy and take the 2 lights, what enesy, like his stack disappeared, but then Supreme GTI stopped hitting his LG, and enesy takes 2 quick frags and is back in the lead. And has enough to work with to fight for this heavy. It's also that Supreme just completely vacates the area.
Yeah, and I think if he was more, or if he, see, maybe he wasn't aware of enesy, or maybe he just didn't want to gamble that enesy would come from the high ground and he only had shotgun. But the dual wheel shotgun in a low ground fight would have actually destroyed the anarchy here. Supreme though managed to pick up a stable stack of 200.
Oh, great rockets.
And yeah, no armor on enesy. The light armor there's not gonna come soon.
Oh, but he does have to inject. Oh, but one. No, it's enough. It's enough to survive.
How is that even possible?
Well, we just witnessed it.
It looked like Supreme was gonna have it, but then enesy just trot faster, I guess. I have no idea.
It's just like magic. If you see it, it exists.
Yeah.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, and again there, enesy did so much damage that Supreme needed to change the style of the fight, choosing rockets and dipping behind the corner, which backfired even more, and despite landing great rockets there, enesy's tracking is just better.
Yeah, and he has the inject. Decides to just get some bubbles and then get the max overstack. Which is a great lifeline during that fight with Supreme GTI. Ooh, they're both low, and it's Supreme GTI who is... Oh, he just got the mega health. I thought, whoa, where did he get that health from? But it's the major item on the map.
Really good, right?
Indeed. Maybe if you do it during dual wield, you get 4 times the health. But
oh, the rocket is important. There's no light armor yet. Now he picks it up. 2 minutes. No, 3 minutes are left. enesy is in control. Picks up the mega unreturned, and I think enesy should be able to get this heavy too, as the angle that Supreme is holding is kind of odd. Dual wheel HMG do some sort of damage, but not too much. We should see even stacks after this item.
I don't think actually that Supreme had a case to just force the issue there. Because now he wasted the ability and pretty much got nothing out of it. Well, a frag in the end, and the mega health is there. I don't know why he goes through the portal, because he had 150 LG already.
Yeah, it's always good to have more. Needing is not as good as having something, Rob.
But you can't have more than 150 ammo.
Yeah, I mean, he lost his life, so the 2-frag lead for enesy is re-established, but Supreme has re-established full control. He has all the weapons he needs now, apart from HMG, I would say. enesy has no lightning gun though, and this is... Too much asked. Yeah, that was a fight enesy would not want to take in hindsight, I think. But, yeah, here we are. 10-9, Rob.
Yeah, ooh, what? He gets sent through the portal, and it's surprising enesy even more than Supreme. Oh, and wow, the damage output just after enesy spawns, and he's still doubling back into the LG of Supreme, who gets the mega health, and enesy plus forwarding again. He gets great opening damage this time, but again, it's not much.
Cost?
Yeah, 15 health left.
Yeah, and the heavy is so far away, there's no way he's gonna get it.
Oh, look at this. Just
dual-wheeled HMGs just shredding him.
Yeah, I saw enesy being sawed in half. And he's waiting on the mega health. And that's not the right play. I think Supreme is sealing the deal on this one.
Oh, it looks like he's going to run away with it. enesy, unfortunately rather, I'd say, he lost the frags to tie up the game in the wrong moment in time, and then he thought Supreme was way lower than he actually was, and Supreme just managed to get frag on frag on frag. And I think the moment where he stayed up ground at heavy and Supreme just run in with dual wheels, that was the point where Supreme started to run away with it. Because you got a free kill off the spawn, clean, no damage, nothing, and yeah, there you go. Supreme GTI wins this battle of great LGs. And taking CK away from enesy is a task.
It's a
Not
great
a lot of
feat.
people have,
But
yeah, not a lot of people have managed to do that.
but I do think like enesy was a little bit a 2+ forward. But it's great to see that Supreme GTI is matching the damage output. Well, not only matching, just taking over. Like almost 700 more damage. And yeah, you can complain about ping, but like how these global qualifiers are set up, you really need to play around it.
Yeah, and now we're gonna see the pick of the victor of map number 1, Ruins, and it's a VQ3 matchup, Eisen against Visor. Visor still being the quicker one, having better base, movement speed, and acceleration and stuff. So the speed advantage will be noticeable still.
True. At least in a straight line.
Yes. Drag races, basically.
And let's see. Yeah, Supreme GTI doesn't have a lot of choice for server, right?
No, there will be all games on NA East. Because the pings were dead even, like it doesn't get more fair than this. And if you play on EU, South America, EU, they just switch to play 200 against 20 to 200 against 20, which is not as good as playing on equal ping, I'd say.
True. The Supreme GTI taking a second to do some push-ups, I think. Gotta get that blood flow pumping for Runes of Sarnath, which will be hopefully a little bit more tactical. At least there is more space.
I mean, it will have it will be played a lot different already, because obviously there is a huge difference, because one of them has a rail, the other one does not. Compared to like CK, right? And so you can like play a hugely different approach by just taking long angle engagements, which are not really possible on CK, not only because of the missing rail, but also because of it's being too small, simply put.
Yeah, and we're loading into Runes of Sarnath. But I do think... let's see, I think we saw Hell versus Denches in this same matchup, right? Denches being victorious with the Eisen. Yeah, you can set great traps on the heavy area.
Yes. Yeah,
but on
you can
paper,
also control a light armor side completely. Like if you put the turret on nail gun, you will basically always know if your opponent is gonna go to the upper line.
But on paper, I would favor Visor actually.
I'm not so sure. I think it really how you use it, and given that enesy lost map number 1, he needs to start winning, otherwise he's out. And yeah, he tried to get a sound cue of what Supreme GTI was doing, but Supreme is actually in his face with rockets already, and now not using the piercing sight comes back to haunt him as Supreme GTI nails those rockets.
Yeah, and is he really not happy with that play? And he falls quick again. Hope he can recover. Oh, he dishing out the damage, and is well, okay, it works, but what we do see him playing a bit aggressive, and I think it's more frustration than game plan. But I should shut up. He's just tying it up.
Yeah, maybe he just like needs to use his anger as some sort of motivation to level up his game. At least he picked up this item without taking any damage and deals some intro damage onto Supreme. And even after getting hit by that rail, there's no doubt who's going to win that fight. enesy takes that one kind of cleanly.
Oh, great.
Nice rocket.
Ooh, it's only 35 in the end.
Oh, rail trade. This is huge for Supreme. If he didn't hit that one, he would have lost full control for like the next, I'd say, rotation basically. But now he had the item with the lower line that made him safe from another rail. And he found enesy first, and now enesy, nothing to work with. Oh, both players are actually weak, and the shotgun! Oh, Supreme, you can't give him the close range fight there. Supreme GTI to enesy, who picks up the item perfectly in time, just speeds over it, loses out on the Mega, but I think enesy's fine with that.
True. Yeah, and maybe from experience that Supreme will have more experience on playing higher ping matches. So yeah, the frustration from enesy is understandable, but it's something you have to deal with. Ooh, he gets trapped actually at the heavy. Supreme GTI ready with Tobias the turret and the rocket launcher. Gets the heavy after it. It's more of a restack item than really getting the full overstack. Yeah, and is he not really with the weapons for long range engagement? But his starter machine gun is scaring Supreme GTI away, who's actually wanting to defend that railgun. Does not do so successful and loses out on the heavy, but yeah, not really a split on the items, so Supreme GTI gets the mega health.
But enesy's landing rail after rail after rail, and then he's just shooting warning shots, trying to flood Supreme GTI out of cover, and oh, beautiful shot there. That was a piercing sight one, and this one is nailed as well. enesy claws back, but he paid a huge price for it. He had more stack going into that fight, and because of they went even with the rail hits, Supreme made it an okay situation for him. Stack is kind of similar too. Only thing Supreme is lacking now is a railgun.
Yeah, Tobias gets deployed at LG. And yeah, enesy would have heard, right, where Supreme is walking through. Yeah, collecting a light, but ooh, it's actually the rocket who does the major hand of the damage. We have a plus forward move from Supreme GTI, but he's actually overstaying his welcome a bit. Not doing the damage. And does do a rocket jump. He wants to get to the mega health, but is unsuccessful. The long way around is enough though. enesy is not quick enough to punish the failed rocket jump. Ooh, and now we have a Mexican standoff with his one by enesy. And he gets... No, he doesn't get the opening damage. And he can't go to LG because Tobias is waiting there. So Supreme GTI currently only working with the LG, will collect the rocket launcher and is waiting around the corner for the mega health to spawn.
Oh, he tried to deal some damage and it wasn't going to be... If he hit that rail, that was completely worth for enesy to give away that item, and now he needs to kill him before he starts shooting, which he can... Oh, Supreme did not use the time that enesy was dealing with the turret to drop down and deal damage. Actually. Yeah, me too. And maybe he just wanted to stay safe and wait enesy to go up the bounce pad and not lose position on the mega health, which he grabs now. And in the end, it resulted in a trade. Both players exchanged huge amounts of damage, but it's just like last rotation.
enesy's on the hunt. He has to hit a lot of LG, or he gets it. Yeah. Like zooming in and let just the mouse do the work. But he is delayed enough that sUPREMEGTI gets into the heavy rotation. Ooh, and now there is some split on the items. But sUPREMEGTI doesn't try his luck. He does hit the opening rail. And he gets another angle. enesy just, yeah. Forgetting that he is in the arena. Like, it's a nice gardening over there, but it hurts like hell.
Stopwatch.
5
Yeah,
seconds
2 frags
away
in.
for the mega health.
Yeah, Supreme is not gonna get it, right? I mean, they kind of switched their items now. Oh, but enesy is making a case of getting both. Fortunately, Supreme is able to answer back, and now he has the case of getting the heavy again. Oh, and this rail, the easy ones he missed.
Ooh,
The
but
crazy ones he hits.
but enesy got a free angle, but did not connect his shot, so sUPREMEGTI will walk away with the heavy. Is there some punishments from enesy? You know, he walks away, so sUPREMEGTI will work with that sound cue.
Yeah, he just wanted to get a safe way up the bounce pad, I guess. I wonder why he had the rail in hand, though. But anyway, we fight now, and Supreme gets pushed by enesy, who uses the fact that the rail has a cooldown between, or reload time, however you want to phrase it. enesy played that very well, but again, Page, huge amount of stack. So that fight, and Supreme was aware of that. enesy with a really cocky angle.
Yeah, and also the question mark. Come on, man.
Handyman.
Like, sUPREMEGTI also knows this, how this game works. And this might be costly, right? It's enesy who's down one map. sUPREMEGTI on match point, but still 2 frags behind. Oh, this... like, he has enough time to get back in this one. Still, enesy has something going for himself, that there is not much of a delay between both items. But, oh, he jumps into 2 rails. enesy is so on the back foot right now. Needs to get the poverty items on the map.
Handyman.
Again, just as last rotation, he will get the mega health. But he has to do the opening damage now that sUPREMEGTI has the heavy.
Oh, he could use the turret as a bait. Deploy it in enesy's face and then drop while enesy needs to be distracted. But, oh, he rather had the turret down at heavy. But giving it away like this seems a bit unnecessary. I mean, Supreme maintains control over high ground position and will get the mega for free. Heard the ability activation and nicely avoided that angle just in time. But he's still 1 frag down, and oh, getting caught with ray gun in the corridor. Switch to the right weapon in time.
1 minute warning.
Yeah, Stacks is kind of even, and now he tries to go down to the lightning gun area. The lightning gun damage is huge. enesy hits a retaliation rail and wants to finish it with a rocket launcher, and he doesn't find.
Yeah, like, if he hit that rail, it would have been a clutch shot. But I do like how sUPREMEGTI played this. Like, LG is consistent damage, and rail is much of a Hail Mary in those situations. Oh, but enesy now has the right tool.
Yeah, he has the Unholy Trinity completed, and he's just waiting.
Yeah, he needs a stack before any fight.
Yeah, but how? Yeah, what route do you take to push someone who's sitting on T-Con up there? Like, he has so many ways out, and you have nothing. And now that he hit the bounce pad, he just goes to the lower light, and the time will run out. enesy should take this map. sUPREMEGTI has 3 seconds left, and it's nowhere near.
Nice.
And we got to get map number 3 now. Awoken between them. Yeah, both maps so far have been rather close, to be honest.
Indeed.
And yeah, Supreme definitely, I would say, used the rail a little bit more successful given the damage difference on that weapon
And
than enesy did.
But yeah, look at the LG as a counter to that. Wow.
Yeah. Both players didn't think Rocket is a great choice in this map, it seems like.
Rockets are for noobs. For bronze players like me.
Yeah, I mean, in their defense, the rocket launcher is kind of in an odd position.
Yeah, but
Like,
but it's
you only grab
yeah.
it if you can like
True.
do nothing else in the meantime that is more beneficial sometimes. I think Aveg in the QPL had maps of Ruins of Sarnath where he didn't pick up the rocket launcher for 10 minutes, not once, because he figured going there is not the way he wanted to do and play this game. And yeah, I mean, it's a capable weapon down at heavy room especially, but if you have to go out of your way, maybe you don't want, like, yeah, it gets left behind rather than anything else. Okay, Rob, after map number 1 and map number 2 being nail biters, who wins map number 3?
The one with the most frags. Yeah, sorry, I'm inviting AK Pons for a substitute, so I really don't have.
You don't have much capacity then.
Indeed.
To do the talking. Okay, let's.
Ooh, well,
I mean,
it's.
Round begins in
I don't know. Athena versus Death Knight, both great picks.
1. Fight.
It's
Yeah.
it's a coin flip.
I'm gonna start with the Athena, and none of the players looks for early cheese. enesy though looks for early damage. Nice, but traded kind of. And given that enesy is a medium champion and Supreme only had a 50 shot, guess who's lower on stack? And the railgun hit again. enesy is hitting like crazy, paying back the huge shots with that weapon that Supreme hit on him last map. And Supreme is still not able to pick it up. enesy is making sure that that angle.
First
Oh, what a rocket was that?
lead taken.
enesy, and now he gave up the rail too. enesy literally caught that long range or Hail Mary rocket or however you want to call it. Ay.
Lead tied.
And enesy claws this one back. Gets the frag before the item, but actually the time is quite long, so he needs to be out of there before
Stopwatch.
Supreme picks up the item and like ropes up to kill him with the rocket launcher. Supreme now is only lacking the lightning gun. enesy is not having many other weapons. This is a tough one. I mean, enesy's stack is stable now, but he's still lacking rockets or rail, so if Supreme manages to get a good swing on him, this is going to be a tough one. Still not opting for rail, but opting for a push. The LG stops enesy's forward momentum, and now he needs to be fast. The railgun should... Yeah. This is something you can't do against an Athena. She will just punish that because she accelerates forward so quickly that you won't make the bounce pad, even if you ledge grab in time. Oh, and again, huge damage coming out from enesy, but Supreme GTI is dealing even more, and... Both players are able to just fall back and restack a little bit. Grabbing some armor. enesy finally gets his hands on a railgun again. And puts it to good use, but Supreme is putting his LG to better use. Fragging the Dane once more. And no rockets mean enesy won't get any damage from his approach at the banana. Supreme is playing this positionally very well calculated. He's making sure that he is not giving enesy easy angles. And he's spamming a rocket at like points of interest a lot. enesy picks up the item and no hooks there. There will be no time for you to restart that hook unless enesy is really patient. enesy doesn't have to be more patient because enesy gets the rail angle by Supreme, given by Supreme GTI anyway. Oh, and again an aggressive approach. Nice swing from Supreme. Trying to grab that light and he grabs it in the end. Not railgun in his hands, but lightning gun should be enough. Supreme GTI hits better than enesy in that fight, sitting on 49% against enesy's Death Knight. And enesy, yeah, gets the feeling of how it is to play against a light champion. They are harder to hit. Supreme is just putting up a show, getting the items. He's been in decent control. Having more pickups than enesy in any regard, really.
Nice fire strike and heavy, but still a light for Supreme GTI. Ooh, enesy taking the jump pad, but he's victorious anyway. Well, not really. If Supreme GTI... oh, he doesn't have any hooks, it seems. Oh no, enesy! Go for the Mega Elf! Not for display. Oh, and now he has no weapon. Oh, he does have the rail. I thought it was not picked up, but yeah, only one rail shot, and Supreme GTI is supreme. enesy, he will throw his frustration into hitting rails and hit LG like a truck. But on the other hand, he's forgetting to duel.
Yeah, he's more playing his opponent than anything else. And gets melted by Supreme's LG once more. enesy is not having the rockets he needs to be. Like, he was good. And it seemingly has no item timings as well because it's 15 seconds early on the heavy. Now he waits it out on Mega Health to get at least one item timing back.
Yeah, and this being awoken, like, if you get into control, then fighting against a light is pretty easy. But a light with such movement capabilities in control is hard to stop. So,
and he's also hitting more lightning gun every fight. Like, it's 49% to enesy's 37. I mean, Athena is harder to hit than a Death Knight for sure, but enesy's picking those fights when he's not, like, in a clear stack advantage, and then he's just gonna lose because, yeah, up until now...
And this is rather clean, right? And the heavy is there to fall back on, and the opening damage... Ooh, not... the deal breaker on this next track now. And now, yeah, I do like the position of Supreme GTI, just really expecting.
There's no health bubble, he will die. Oh, no. What in time he falls on it.
Thank you, Lycor, that was your play.
Oh, I was so sure he was gonna die, and then he didn't.
Because you said it. Oh,
yeah, I jinxed it, and yeah, he just refrags him immediately. But he has no stack. Like, starting machine gun should still be enough to kill him. enesy secures position on the Mega Health, though. But I think he's not having many weapons, and eats a rail again.
Yeah, Mega Health will go to enesy again. But yeah, Supreme GTI is... How many heavies did he take compared to enesy?
5 enesy, 8 Supreme.
Ooh, but now the chase is on and successful.
Yeah, and the item is still up, and fortunately for enesy, there was no way that Supreme was spawning over heavy. So he couldn't lose that item, but now he has no... Picks up 50. Oh, Supreme's lightning gun is obliterating.
This is not normally. This is...
I mean, he's hitting 48%.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that is what we're seeing. But it's... How? Like, enesy had stack to work with, but...
It evaporated.
Yeah.
Oh, nice rail, but enesy does... decent damage too. Mega is there. Both players have decent stack now, but Supreme is in a good position. And enesy is still 4 frags down, approaching the 2 minutes left mark. Like, yeah, 2-minute warning. 4 frags down against an Athena, and having troubles closing the gap for, like, I would say, a good minute.
Yeah,
It doesn't look good for enesy right now.
And Supreme GTI can just switch his gameplay, right? Just make sure you have those hooks to escape. But ooh, the attack from
the
enesy is
rails.
great. Uses the fire strike, which wasn't pretty needed. Oh, a Supreme GTI!
Nice.
What are you doing?
No.
Oh, he gets the mega health.
The spawn of spawns
No,
for
no, no.
Supreme.
enesy, go away. He has LG now.
Just take heavy. Just take heavy.
Thank you. We're the great coaches, right?
Yeah, absolutely professional. I mean, enesy now it's in the realms of possibility. He got 2 quick frags, and the second one actually was by letting Supreme coming to him.
this
Now
is
he tried to spawn force at Banana again. Beautiful rail. Oh, and can't find the killing shot. Mega is being picked up, but no armor on the Chilean play, and the tri-bolt is perfect.
Nice.
What a clutch play there. enesy felt like he needed to get the tying frag now.
Oh, and again. Nice defensive play from Supreme.
Oh, enesy, I think he overdid it.
Yeah.
When he re-peeked for that. Oh, 70 HP. If he finds him now, if he's patient, he could see him at the banana, but no, enesy picks up the mega health. He hit that, and he follows him, but no, he's just too fast. Nice rail, and now it's the time. enesy gets the frag. He will spawn force him over at Rockets.
But he doesn't go for
Supreme is
rocket, he
gonna go
goes
the
to
different
rail.
way, yes.
Oh, no, he fails the rocket jump, else he would have caught him at the shotgun
He
combi.
will get him once with a rail, but can he get the frag? And Supreme making sure that he's as hard to get. The rail is hitting.
Go,
One
go.
shot. Choose a different weapon, enesy. He misses the rail. The starting machine gun would have been the weapon of choice. enesy misses the killing shot with 1 second left on a 2 HP opponent. Can't connect it. Clutch rails coming out before. I can see he's confident, but this was as close as it can get. Holy
Wow.
crap.
Nice water match. So it comes down to... It was 2 health, you said?
Yeah, something like this. I'm not entirely sure, but just any weapon, lightning gun, whatever gun, I don't care. Any weapon would have been sufficient. The flame strike used in that situation was great too, because it prevented Supreme from getting out of that corner. enesy had him locked down. If he would move through the flames, he would have been dead anyway. And this means that, yeah, that was just too close to be. And enesy almost hit that rail too. It was, what a banger of a match. Both, like all 3 maps decided in the last second, like by 1 frag or anything. Insane.
True.